Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Juan Rodas. Today we have new forward for Las Vegas Lights, AlexNyarko Harlley. Alex, how are you today?
I'm good, my friend. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much for accepting our invitation. We know you're a professional player and you're probably busy, but like I said, thank you so much for your time. And to start off, Alex, talk to us about you being born in Lome, Togo, and how did you start playing soccer? Because we know that it runs in your family.
I started playing soccer when I was little, but I don't think I remember the age, which age I started.
Mm-hmm.
But my family, my dad's side, my mom's side, like everybody plays soccer, so it's just in the blood.
Yeah, for sure. Now, also talking about Togo, how did you grow up in Togo, and talk to us about how that shaped you into the man that you are today?
Well, born in Togo and being raised in Togo for 17 years, it's just like experience being a like African kid with a lot of bunch of friends, play on the street, barefoot, play beach soccer.
Mm-hmm.
After the soccer game, you wake up 6 o'clock in the morning, leave your house, hang out with your friend, play soccer, until you come back in the middle of the 7 o'clock in the night, 8 o'clock in the night, and come back home. After that, your parents gonna beat you and say why you leave the house, all those kind of things. So it's an experience, and it make me a little bit tough. And
Yeah,
so
for sure. So it sounds like you had a soccer when you were a little kid. But we know that Togo is in between Ghana and Benin, and we know that you're also from Ghana and Nigeria. Did you ever go to Ghana or Benin to play? And if so, for what reason?
I never go to Benin to play, but I went to border Ghana
Uh-huh.
because I live in the border between Togo and Ghana,
Mm-hmm.
and I play soccer in Ghana, playing a lot of time. Like it was really fun and competitive. Like as a kid, you just want to play and and have fun all the time. I'm one of those type of players. I'm playing, I'm not having fun, I'm not gonna perform.
For sure, for sure. And before we started talking, you told me that you are a right or left midfielder, but you want to transition into the forward position. So, as a little kid, were you always a midfielder, or were you a different, let's say, like position that you played?
When I was a kid, I used to be a center back in an academy in Togo. I used to be a center back, transition to right back and defensive mid. I fell in love with defensive mid. Like I used to be like really, really dirty player.
Yeah,
like like I like Gattuso. Like he was like my inspiration when I was little. Like I just like go and kick people, elbow them, all this stuff. But the more you play the game, the more you read the game, and everything like easy now to play.
for sure. So, for you, who do you think is the best player right now, as you speak, or in general, like possibly right wing or even striker?
This moment, because all my favorite players they're retired, so
Uh-huh.
the guy I look up to and I like them and they retire. So, but right now in the game, as a winger, I'll take like Eric Hazard.
Hazard, yeah,
As the
from Chelsea.
Hazard, like he's really good. He can play any position. You play him on the field. So I'll take him. He's my
The Belgian.
moment. Yeah.
And now, from your opinion, Alex, who do you think is probably the best player from Africa? We know there's a lot of legends: Didier Drogba, Samuel Eto'o, even your uncle Adebayor. Talk to us. Who do you think is probably the best that's come out of Africa?
When I was growing up, for me, like hand dance, anything like that, I'll pick Samuel Eto'o over everybody because he can make his own play. He can score. Like I see myself doing my own thing, like dribbling people before I score a goal. That's Samuel Eto'o. He can make his own play. So that's my African best player.
Samuel Eto'o, the Cameroonian.
Yeah. Yes.
For sure. And now talking about Togo again, who do you think is the best player ever to play for Togo? Adebayor?
Successful wise, like playing for high level club and a high level league, all those kind of things. I'll say him. But it was the people before him, they didn't get that chance, but they are good too. But my uncle is the one who put my country in the soccer map in the world. So
for sure,
he is the best player.
Yeah. So Alex, what do you think is the key to end racism? Because like we all know, Balotelli, Kevin Prince Boateng have gone through these things are very unfortunate. Even Daniel Alves and other players as well. What do you think is the key to end racism today?
The key is just for me, like when I was growing up, and I never have experience about racism or those kind of stuff until I moved to America. It happened in high school. So before I started high school, too, my dad told me about it. People gonna like you. People gonna call you like the N word, or they call you whatever they wanna call you.
Yeah.
So it's your color skin. So as long way you're not the one who's like started the problem, or you're not the one who threw the fence punch. Whatever happened, you're gonna be on my corner to support me. So I'm grateful I have like someone like that who warned me before I started my activity in this country.
Yeah, for sure. It's always good to have a good support system. Now transitioning to the World Cup, Alex, we saw that several teams in the World Cup, such as Nigeria, Senegal, Tunisia, Egypt, and Morocco, they qualified. I thought personally that Nigeria and Senegal had a better chance to do something from how they played. But what do you think African teams need to do to go to the next round? Because we have seen lately that they always stay in the first stage.
For me, in Africa, we have every country have a like bunch of good players. Like for me, imagine like if we try to make one team from Africa and go to the World Cup, you'll have a great team. But the moment to that time too, we don't know which player to pick in each country. But for me, like I feel like most African right now they don't play the game with the love of the game no more. They just play like for money. Those especially I have my own country have those problems. It's all about money. They just forget about the time we gotta play and have fun, and the money will come later on. Let's forget that. But some people, because they're already blessed, they have the money, they play in high level club, and they don't worry about the money. But the people who's local, who's on the team, they're the people who's like talking like want the money and all this stuff. But Africa, and hopefully one day we should be like past at least make it to the semi-final of the World Cup. Hopefully one day my generation or the next generation after me, hopefully they make it happen.
For sure, because like how you said, there is a ton of talent in Africa and a lot of other countries. And like it's just sad to see that they can't make it to the next step because they have a lot of talent and a lot of quality. But now talking again about Togo, Alex, do you see yourself playing for Togo soon? Because we do know that March 22nd, Benin will play against Togo for the African qualifiers. Do you see yourself being called up for the first time?
Right now, I'm not in a rush to play for my country because right now, I'm just trying to make my name and play soccer like the way I used to be and get a chance to get like playing high level soccer, especially playing European soccer. So if that chance came, I don't see why not to take that chance to play for my country. But it will be like a pleasure to represent my country, and for me, it will be one of like a dream come true for me. So hopefully, in the future, hopefully it work.
Yeah, for sure. And now transitioning from you coming to the U.S., you come to the United States when you were 17 years old. Talk to us about that transition because it must have been really, really difficult leaving your home country and coming to a new culture, a different continent, a new country. So talk to us about that experience.
It was a little bit hard, but for me, like the way I was raised, like I was tough. Like I don't care if I have someone in my corner who told me because my mentality is already tough because I'm strong and all those kind of things. But the day where I found out I was supposed to live and I don't want to live, and my mom told me like, oh, you need to live because like you're gonna become a man and like and make your own way. Go do it for yourself and not for me, not for a brother, not for a dad. Like do it for yourself. Over there, you have a better chance to go to school for free. You play good. You're a good athlete. You get a scholarship to go to college and do whatever you got to do. So I was lucky I came to this country.
For sure. And then when your parents told you those things, did you believe them?
My mom made me believe her because like she said I had to become a man.
Yeah.
I was a man back home, but I wasn't like with financial wow or like education. Over there, education you had to pay for every time. You can't afford it that much. So that's a chance came for me. My mom told me to take it. So I'm glad I listened to her.
Yeah, for sure. And so then you attend Rosamond High School for 2 years. You guys won a state title. You were recruited by Irvine, but from some circumstances, you didn't ended up playing for them. You ended up playing at Yavapai College in Arizona. Talk to us about playing in for a college that you thought you probably wouldn't have played for.
Uh, I got recruited by Irvine after my high school year. They come to my high school practice and watch me practice.
Yeah.
And like me, I went to visit the school. And one of my good friends who played for WC Irvine too, his name is Miguel Barra.
Oh yeah.
We played together, and he was told me to come over there. I would love to go to Irvine, but the California requirement say I had to have like 4-year high school total. But because I only have a 2.5 or 2, and they want me to take a class in the summer, all the stuff. I took the class in the summer too. It didn't work, so it is what it is. So I had to go to Yavapai, and I was lucky and blessed. When I go to Yavapai, I have my family, my cousin. My cousin is going to that school, so that's the reason I make a decision to go to Yavapai.
Okay. That's good that you had someone familiar there, so you wouldn't have been like alone, but that's good.
Yeah.
As a little kid from Lomé, Togo, did you ever believe that you would have broken records at Rosamond High School? And I heard that you were a very, very good student too, as well.
Yeah, I try to be a very good student, and like to do math is my favorite subject because every math in any country is math. So as long as you add the number together, you'll be fine. Yeah, and in high school, I was a little bit good student. I got help from my high school coach, my math teacher, and she's the one like tell me to if I needed help come every morning before like 30 minutes before the bell ring. I had to go and get a help from her, and then my high school coach teacher. They helped me a lot. Like most of people helped me. Even my best friend from high school, they helped me.
That's good. Same with me. You know, when I always needed help, I always would ask her. But that's good that you had, like I said, a good support system as well. And going to Yavapai College again, you scored 22 goals, 17 assists in 23 games. In that season, did you already have in your mind, if I could do this, there's no problem me going professional?
For me, being a professional was my dream. But when I moved here, and my dad told me before you had to get drafted or you had to get fancy by professional team. You had to go to college, all the kind of thing. So when I was in Yavapai, like even high school, I feel like it was easy for me, and college too was really, really easy. And I want to challenge myself. I want to challenge myself. That's why I went to play some MPSL league. And when I was in high school, I was playing MPSL league, 17 years old playing MPSL. Wow. So it was competitive and it's more aggressive. So I'm enjoying those moments.
For sure. So now you've been talking about the MPSL. You spent 2 seasons with FC Clarita. You do well, and you get scouted by the legend Eric Winalda. Talk to us about you're signing your first professional contract with Atlanta Silverbacks.
Eric is the one person who is like looking out for me. And the first time I met him, and they talked like before I met him, they talked to me about him. Said he's the guy on the TV who's the one wanted to meet you, all the kind of thing. I looked at the TV. I said, okay. So on the TV, he wanted to meet some kid from Africa who's never seen him play before. So. And I had to drive like an hour and 30 minutes to go to LA from Rosemont to go and meet him and play a little bit. So, and he said he liked me. So from there, and he told me like to start running, stay in shape, and I have a contract, and I want you to come and try and see if you make it. So, and that's why I see myself in Atlanta and just like give me a chance to be a professional player. So it was a dream come true.
For sure. So from even being an MPSL and you finally signed your contract, how was the overall experience being a professional player? You know, because everybody thinks, you know, that once you become a professional player, everything's easy. You just earn money, you live the good life. But in some cases, that's not the case. You know, from other things that I've heard from other players. But from your experience, talk to us about how was it being a professional player?
No, my first year, it was one of the best year for me as a rookie, and playing like the soccer is like more competitive, especially NASL is like more possession. It be like on top of your game. So I was really excited to be like playing in NASL one year. I played 1 year. Actually 2 year. My second year too. 2 year, and it was really really good. I experienced like it tested me to upgrade my game or all those kind of things. So it's good.
That was a good one. That's good that you had an overall good experience. So in 2016, you signed with Pittsburgh Riverhounds. Talk to us about leaving Atlanta, going to a different state, and yeah, talk to us about that and being with a new team.
It wasn't that easy for me to live in Atlanta and go to Pittsburgh because like in Pittsburgh the weather is like cold, snowing,
cold.
Yeah. So I don't like it at all. I don't like it. Even I put my gear on, it's still cold, freezing. I can feel my toes on the shoe. It hurts. So, but they give me a chance. The organization, Pittsburgh organization, gave me a chance. But I'm just sad I didn't get enough play time, and the coaches already have his own player plan up all those stuff. But I'm glad they give me a chance, like, to play at least scrimmage or a couple games for them. So it's a good opportunity and experience.
Yeah. And a year after, 2017, you signed back with Atlanta Silverbacks. What brought you back to them? And did you have like unfinished business to prove to other people of maybe why you came back?
Not really. Just want to keep playing the game because with money, with no money, because I just enjoy playing the game. Even if I'm playing on the park with the kids or my friend, is a competitor because you don't want to lose to your friend when you go home. It's like, oh, I beat you today, I beat you. So you just got to enjoy the game and have fun with the game.
For sure. And last year you signed with MPSL side Georgia Revolution FC. Did you expect to play back in the MPSL after you jumped to playing for Atlanta Silverbacks in Pittsburgh?
I was after Pittsburgh when I come back to Silverback trying to play for them, and I didn't get any chance. Like I didn't get any contract, and I moved in another year with the Revolution. I didn't get any contract, so I just like, okay, why not to try keep playing and trying to see MPSL level with the Georgia Revolution, and that organization, so they give me a chance to play because like they know me, but like they take a chance on me because I joined them in the middle of the season. So take a chance on me because they already have their player, they already have their roster. But when I get there, they open their arm for me and they say, we're happy to have you here. So it's up to me to put it to work.
For sure. And now 2019, you signed with Las Vegas Lights of the USL. Talk to us about your relationship with the coach, Eric Winalda, because I have seen that you have mentioned that he is a mentor / father figure for yourself.
Yeah, he is like father figure for myself because when I moved here, with Eric, I can't be playing high level soccer because he's one person. When he like you, it doesn't matter what people think about you, bad person, good person. Eric, for me, Eric is like one of the best coach I ever played for. Just in his country.
Yeah.
Like he's number one for me. Beside my high school coach and my Santa Clarita coach from California, Jose Meza. Beside that, Eric is number one for me because I was a winger and he see what he used to do on me. It would be hard for he's a competitive sport. Yeah. If he's someone who played the same position where you are playing and he played a long time, play high level, Europe, soccer, German league, all those kind of things. And when you see a kid with the same talent, but the kid is not getting an opportunity, that's the reason Eric liked me. He said, I can play soccer. When it comes to the soccer game, I can play. Yeah. But I just need that chance so I can grow up on it. So that's why Eric is the father figure and the mentor for me.
For sure, yeah. It's always good to have someone that believes in you, because there might be times where you fail, but that one time that one person believes in you, you end up like yourself, being a professional player like now. And that's really great, and I'm happy for you, Alex. But now talking about this season, what are your expectations for this season? Now coming that starts in March.
For me, I expect expectation. I won't promise anything, but for me, I take every game as my last game.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can say every scrimmage we play, if I don't score, I have to run back and forward and help my teammate because You gotta put the team first before you. If you don't put the team first before you, you're gonna sound like a selfish player. So
For sure.
we had to work together, and this year I'm looking forward for the good season and even playoff and most goal. Hopefully something come up.
For sure. And as a forward now, Alex, are you the type of player that you set a goal for the season, or are you the type of forward that goes just day by day, and if you score, you're happy, or if you obviously stay with those 3 points, you're also happy as well?
For me, I don't set up a goal for me to score this every year. For me, as long as the ref blow the whistle, as long as I'm on the field, I score a goal. I don't score a goal, I get assist. I don't get assist. As long as I'm on the field, like working hard, and helping my team to do whatever to do to win is enough for me. Because most of the coach, they don't see who scored the goal, who passed the ball. They just see your work ethic.
Exactly.
The work ethic, who's the one who's gonna see some coach who give you another chance, all this kind of thing. So the goal will come later on, the assist will come later. The work ethic, that's the thing I'm working on. So
For sure. And as a player, Alex, do you have any rituals before a game? Do you pray? Do you listen to some type of music? Do you call a family member? Do you have any rituals?
For me, I just, before I leave the house, I pray first. Every game day, I pray at the house. And from there, when I get to the locker room, I just listen to music. I listen to a lot of music, especially my favorite one, African music. And like, I'm the one dancing. If I'm not dancing in the locker room, it's not me. So I have to be dancing, enjoying myself, popping out before the game time start.
Yeah, for sure. And as a player, do you have anybody in particular that you looked up to as a little kid, or is there a typical player right now that's your favorite player that you watch?
As a kid, I look out to most of the African player, and even if they're not the African player, for my family, and my uncle is always giving me advice to work hard and whatever you want. Don't let nobody tell you you can do nothing. That's like the sky's the limit.
Yeah.
So it's just you. How hard can you want? How hard do you want to work for everything where you want to get? And growing up too, I love Zidane, Henry. I love Zizou. Zizou is one of like for me. I've never seen Maradona, Pele, all those guys play. For me, Zidane is my number one. Number one all time, because you got to think before you play. If you don't think, you're not gonna play. So, and I love African players. I love French players, because is those players who's the one who like make me fall in love with a football game. So
for sure, anybody in particular from Africa?
It's still Samuel Eto'o.
Samuel Eto'o.
Yeah. Samuel Eto'o, but now because he's retired, I'll say Sergio Mane from Senegal.
Senegal,
yeah, from Liverpool. So I just like it. For me, he scored goal. You don't score goal. Every game he have the best game.
Yeah. Very fast and technical.
Yeah, he likes to work. I like to run too. So.
And recently, when you guys got signed, Wijnaldum said that you are likened in a lot of occasions compared to Mario Balotelli, the Italian and Ghanaian. But we both know that you don't like that comparison from what I was reading. But you guys both have tremendous talent, and you're not afraid to have a funny haircut. And I've seen recently too on your Instagram that you like to have different hairstyles as well as Balotelli. Talk to us about what do you think about Wijnaldum's words?
Actually, he's not lying. He's telling the truth.
Yeah.
I do have a crazy hairstyle.
Yeah.
And when I was in Atlanta, my first year as a professional, I have like crazy mohair, crazy hair, all that stuff. So the fans love it, and I love it. I'm expressing myself and enjoying myself. So for me, I'll say Mario Balotelli is a person who I look up to. But for me, at the end of the day, on the field, I listen to people. If I learn something for you, I can put it to work. I'll put it to work. But if you tell me something, I can't use it. I gotta stay to myself. So as long as I'm having fun and working hard, playing hard on the field, the rest will come.
Yeah, I completely agree. And now going to this past weekend, you guys had your first exhibition game, friendly game against Toronto FC. and you score the first goal on the error from the defense. You score against Toronto. Talk to us about how you felt in that moment, and what do you expect for the game against Colorado Rapids?
This past weekend, our game, before the game, for me, most of us, our team, some of those supposed to be on that level, like MLS level. Some of them who used to be there, who's they don't give them a chance to, like they don't believe on them, and so that's the reason we gotta give a big respect to Eric, because he know people who was there and people who want to go to MLS, but they don't get the same treatment when the rest of the guy in MLS is getting. That's why Eric has bring us together. So with experience, with the MLS experience, with our MLS experience, but if he can play, that's why Eric has bring us together here. And so we form the team and we play against the Toronto team. You can tell because when they come, we have a point to prove.
Exactly.
They can be making a lot of money than us, but on the field is 11 against 11.
Exactly.
We trying to make a statement. They say, hey, we can beat that too, but we don't have that opportunity here. So, or someone having believe on us here. So from the beginning of the game to the end of the game, none of my teammates let themselves down because we have a point to prove.
For sure.
So we work together. We do whatever we have to do to make sure we got the result, or make sure we make Eric still believe on us. So
yeah,
that's what we did.
Yeah. And talk to us about the game that you guys I think play February 16th against Colorado Rapids. What are your expectations for that game?
It'll be another test again for everybody on my team, especially me and my teammate. It will be another test for us to see if we belong in this level or if we better than this level.
Yeah.
So it's another test for us, and we just can't wait into the 16 camp.
And now going back to your uncle, the legend from Togo, Emmanuel Adebayor, is there any pressure on you from having an uncle that has probably set the standards in Togo exceptionally high, playing for top teams like Tottenham, Arsenal, Manchester City, Real Madrid, now playing in Turkey as well? Yeah, talk to us. Is there any pressure on you, and how is Adebayor for you? Has he helped you from a little kid, and do you guys still keep in contact today?
For me, it wasn't any pressure for me. Is any footballer can tell you, like, if their family member is this thing.
Yeah.
For me, it's not a pressure for me. As long when I stay on the step on the field, I do whatever I gotta do. He's a different player. I am a different player. So at the end of the day, we all kick the ball around. So yeah, so it's not a pressure. If you are becoming a big player, or if you are not becoming a big player, if you are not becoming a big player, and I'm not glad I have a little bit of experience.
For sure. Do you guys still keep in contact with him?
Once in a while we still talk.
Yeah.
And like the way I said earlier, he raised me.
Yeah.
He raised me when I was little. He take care of me. He's like a father figure for me when I was little. So he feed me, he clothe me, do whatever he got to do for me to survive. So we talk a little bit when I was back home in 2016, and he let me stay in his house, drive his car around, go to national team practice with him, all those kind of things. So he's still like a big part of my life. So advice-wise, he give me advice. He's the one person like in the family I look up to. So
for sure. And now talking about Las Vegas Lights again. Las Vegas, as we saw, they signed two Cameroonians, Tabort Itaka Preston and Bin Adolphe Eno. Obviously, they speak French, and you as well speak French. Will you try to be a mentor for them to probably help them in with the team, show them around the city? Because you guys both, or all three of you speak French.
Yeah, we all three speak French. Actually, we all four speak French. With my brother, Panzani Sosa, he's from Congo too.
You're Congo, right?
Yeah, we all speak French. So when we heard the news say we signed some two guys from Cameroon, and I was really excited, and especially when they speak French. So, and for me, I've been in this country almost 9 years now. So I learned my good thing and bad thing, and especially having Eric on my corner, and give me a lot of advice. So I'll do the same thing to this guy and trying to guide them and until they get comfortable around the country or get comfortable around the team. Maybe if you no practice after game, I can just show them around the city and show them around. Pretty much, it'll be fun.
For sure. And in the team, Alex, who do you think has the best style while wearing clothes, and who do you think has the worst when it comes to dressing? And is there anybody crazy that has just done like things that you wouldn't imagine within the locker room?
For me, I haven't seen nobody with the worst stylish yet. But for me, especially me, I just like to dress like I dress anything like African clothes, American clothes. Like I like to dress. I like to show my style. That's why I don't care if people like it, people don't like it.
Yeah.
I'm just doing me. So it is what it is.
Yeah. Is there anybody that's crazy in the locker room so far, or no?
Not really. Right now, everybody's respecting each other and trying to make a point and statement, say like, hey, we belong here. And hopefully, before the season ends, we got something good going on for ourselves.
For sure. And not talking about leagues, Alex, you've played in the NASL, the USL. What's the next step for you? Do you want to pursue possibly go to the MLS, or is there any other league that you would want to play in? For me,
MLS come, I'll be happy. If it doesn't come, my dream is just go Europe. If I went to a European country and play third or second division, that's enough for me. I just want to have experience playing in European soccer. So pretty much that's my dream.
For sure. Yeah. And now to finalize the interview, Alex, what advice would you give to young children that will probably look up to you right now in Las Vegas? Because a lot of kids around the world would love to become a professional soccer player, So what advice would you give to the little kids?
For me, the advice I would give to the kids is just like work hard, be yourself, and don't let nobody tell you, say you can't do this thing, you can't do that, you can't do that. Sometimes you do it, it'll be good. Sometimes you do it, it'll be bad. Yeah. But just make sure you keep learning for it, and make sure you have someone who's in your corner and believe on you, and he's to sacrifice everything for you to become the person you want to be. So working hard, always the result will come.
I agree. Well, like I said, Alex, thank you so much for your time. Thank you again for accepting our invitation. Best of luck this season with Las Vegas Lights. Hopefully you assist, you score goals, you help the team to hopefully win a championship. And best of luck this season. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thanks for inviting me, and thanks for giving me this chance to interview me. So I was very excited. Thank you.
Thank you, Alex. Take care.
Take care.
Thank you, everybody, for looking at my video. If y'all liked it, please like and subscribe. I will be releasing more content soon. But like I said, if you guys could speak your word about me to your friends, colleagues, parents, cousins, that would be grateful. Thank you so much. See you next time.